What is up, you guys? I have heard about these Matador bags for a long time. I've wanted to get my hands on them. These are the brand new ones from Matador, the Freerain24 and the Freefly 16. You see, these bags are supposed to be extremely good at packing away into sort of a very minimal space so that you can put them in your travel bag. And when you get to your destination, you simply unfold them, pull them out, and you've got a very functional daily carry bag, all without taking up any room in your travel bag. Now, I am no stranger to packable backpacks. In fact, I've been using them for quite a while and following the marketplace of packable bags. Like a stockbroker or something. Because here's the deal. I fell in love with one bag travel. Have you heard of one bag travel? It's where you have one carry-on bag. Everything that you're traveling with fits in that bag. I do this with my family. Everybody gets one bag. It's carry-on, right? Even better if it can fit on the seat in front of you in the airplane, so you don't have to put it in the overhead compartment. That's some Rick Steves baller-ass shit right there. But that is a little advanced. Most of us aren't used to packing that minimally, and truthfully told, you don't have to do it. You've got overhead bin compartment. You just gotta fight for that with everybody else. But the point is, when you have one bag that you're traveling with, all of travel can get a little more free flow. Do you know what that means? Like the idea of just being more free flow, a little more agile while in transit. Okay, so packable bags like this have always enabled that kind of thing for me, because I take my one big bag, but when I get there, I want a day bag. You know, I don't want to carry around my huge backpack. It's not fun. So I've been bringing packable backpacks for a long time. I need them to be good enough for my daily carry. Typically when I travel, I'm traveling and living someplace for a few months because I'm kind of a nomad that way with my family. Anyways, all that to say, man, I am about packable bags. When you find one that works really well for what you need, it can just unlock a whole new level of travel. It's like that thing in Mario. Remember when one of the Marios, like there was the flute? And he grew the little raccoon tail, and now he can just go between worlds. That's what these can do. So I've got a lot of packable bags that I've used. I have a whole list of them at bagworks.co/packable, all right, where I'm keeping track of all my favorite packable bags, what's good about this one, what's bad about that one, etc. These are gonna be on that list. Okay, so let's talk about these bags. Here's the gist on these bags. Number one, incredibly lightweight and packable. Like, insanely lightweight. This material is so thin. It's so like sheer and thin that it weighs almost nothing. It's the same kind of stuff that they build I think some kinds of like parachutes out of. Here, let me just show you how this stuff packs away. I've got lots of pockets to show you. I've got lots of features to show you. But first, before anything else, let's just show how small they get. Okay, so each one of these bags comes with a tiny little sack. Look at that little scrotum that you can just fit this whole thing into, okay? It's an apt metaphor. It's just the simple like stuff method. You ever had one of those like, you know, those REI stuff sacks and stuff like that? You just stuff it. Now here's something to notice. Watch this. As I get closer, I'm realizing there's this like huge pocket of air, and some air is leaking out from somewhere. But these things are so weather resistant that they can hold in air. We'll probably see more of that here in a little bit in the video. But look at this, I'm just shoving stuffing into this little sack. Now, this is what like hardcore, like, you know, hardcore outdoorsy people know, is that it's like the stuff sack method for all your shit. Saves so much space. So then it's got to look at this little bag, has a little roll top. Oh my goodness. You've got to be kidding me. Roll top, clip it around onto itself like so. And here is the 24-liter Freerain 24 2.0, okay? Brand new bag from them, and it just folds into nothing like this. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm thinking it too, but wait, Chase, why would I fold it into this when it's so much more minimal just like this? Just lay it on top or on the bottom of my bag. That's what I always do. I don't roll it up. I don't fold it even or anything like that. I mean, the truth is, you could fold this and do a bunch of shit like this. It takes like no space. And this is a 24-liter day pack. Oh my goodness. So they both come with little stuff sacks, which is cute. Some of you might love to have the stuff stack because it's a little more organized. Now this is their 16-liter Freefly or whatever. I won't even make it small for you because it's smaller than this. Do you understand? Like these things pack away to nothing. So lightweight, so minimalizable. Such minimalization. Okay, second point. Extremely weather resistant. Let's just take this one. This is the difference here between the 16 liter and the 24 is the 24 has a roll top, so we have an expandable capacity. You could fit a bunch of sweaters in here, take everything for the whole family, and it carries it pretty damn well. This at 16 liters has zippers, okay? So we can't expand it. It's just the most adorable little guy. But what I wanna show you is the second point, which is these are super water resistant. Watch this. You see how the air pumps up like that? See how the air pumps up like that? It is all sealed, and the inside of this bag, all of the seams are sealed on the inside with water resistant stuff. This material itself is water resistant, if not waterproof. Yeah, it's actually waterproof. It's a 30D Cordura ripstop. You can see this little honeycomb pattern in there when you get close, so that if you get a little tear, it won't continue. That's why they call it rip. Stop. So Cordura 30D, waterproof ripstop nylon. Now, even more so with this guy. Okay, just to show you, here's this like big puffy vest. I'm up in my parents' cabin up in Tahoe. We've got all the best old school like ski gear, like just such amazing like 80s like spider onesies. Okay, but just putting that in there because I found it in the closet to show you that it can, you could put a bunch of stuff in here. Now with this one, we've got a roll top, and I think they want us to roll it backwards. You'll see on one side there's a piece of Hypalon. It's kind of like a, it's got like a tackiness to it, a little bit of a stickiness to it. And I can't tell, I think they had a little thing that said roll it backwards. It's somehow a little bit harder to roll backwards to me. And then you've got these guys which connect down in here. Okay, I'm sorry, I was just getting hung up on, you'll see this little guy? There's a little guy inside the roll top which has a little clip. That is for this. Okay, you can just clip this guy right onto there so you always have it inside the bag when you need it, or bye-bye. Now with these guys, you can clip it down to here, okay? Which means you're gonna clip there and you're gonna clip over here. But like a lot of us pro roll toppers, when you're getting into a bag like this that you can only access from the top, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna get used to just, let's clip those together. And Matador was bright enough to, and thoughtful enough to make one male, one female, so that we could do just that. Because now I only have one thing to open when I need to open it. But again, the point that I'm getting at here, I am showing you bits about the bag a little prematurely. I do love to have fun. What I'm showing you here though is just how water resistant and waterproof this thing is, okay? Because it's got the roll top, all right? This is even more water resistant than this because we have AquaGuard, YKK AquaGuard sealed zips here, okay? Which is not submergible necessarily, okay? This thing is basically kind of submergible, even though there's a tag inside that says, please don't submerge, all right? And you can see how the air just stays in there, okay? Because it is just so, it's airtight, let alone H2O tight. Okay, so just incredibly water resistant on these, which I gotta be honest, I've been up here in Tahoe and it's snowing like crazy, and then it just got really rainy for like 3 days. So like 8 feet of snow and then just rain and not even close to freezing temperatures. And so it's like, it is fucking moist outside and constantly raining. And I was walking around, I was going between a few different properties up here, and this freaking thing kept my computer, kept everything completely dry inside. These things are insanely water resistant. Okay, point number 3, it is very thin fabric, okay? And a little bit slippery in use. What do I mean by that slippery? What I mean is as you're kind of like, this is the case with all small bags, including this bag that I just did, the Wandrd Veer, which they're small, it's on Kickstarter right now, I'll put a link in the description below to that, is that these kinds of bags can just be a little squirrely. Okay, as you're putting it on, we've got some decent straps, by the way. Can I just say that these straps are pretty solid? It's like a rigid, strong mesh. And I find that they don't get tangled up as easily as other minimal straps that I've used on packable bags. Okay, I'm about 5'10", 190 pounds. This is the size of the 24 liter on me. Kind of cute. But as I was saying, this material is extremely thin. It's very durable, it's very water resistant, but it's thin. So one of the things you can see is like you see right here at the bottom here, this is the lens of my little Fuji X100T in there that I don't have any case on or anything, but I've got a lens hood. Okay, so you can see it right there. So things are like actively, you know, present in the bag. Or right here, I don't know if you can see this, but there's a thing right here. I have a laptop cache inside, which I'll show you. And then one of my pouches got on the other side of that. And so you just like notice that a ton, because this is just like, it's like sleeping bag, it's like tent material. You know what I mean? So it can be a little squirrely in putting it on, getting it around. It's certainly squirrely in like setting it down. It's very slidey like this. It's kind of unruly that way. It's not like other bags where you can just kind of set it next to you and it kind of behaves like a regular bag. These are packable. They pack away to nothing. They're here fundamentally to be as minimal and lightweight as possible, and adding some functionality on the side for you to actually carry as a useful day bag. But you will notice that in travel. Now, a lot of hardcore travelers are like, of course, that's what we expect. I wouldn't expect any different. What I like about this is it packs away to nothing, and I have a pocket and 2 water bottles and 24 liters of capacity plus water resistance, and it's comfortable and breathable enough. So this is gonna be one of those things where it's like, yeah, dude, you can easily use a different kind of a simpler, but made out of a thicker Cordura, something that and it'll behave more like a regular bag. These I call slippery. I call them slippery bags, okay? Now, point number 4 is that it's functional though. Just for example, 2 water bottle compartments, okay? One on like this means, you know what this means, right, guys? My guys out there, you know what this means. This means you got your water bottle, you got your lady's water bottle or your partner's water bottle, right? And you've got the backpack and they've got, you know, whatever, the flyer. It's like, oh, let's go see the town square of Bologna. Okay, these water bottle pockets are actually really great. Super stretchy, meshy, but it's nice and it's got a nice thickness, or not thickness, but stretchy to it. Like it's gonna hold your shit tight. And you've got these clips right here so you can cinch things down. By the way, I'm gonna show you the 16-liter bag of all these features in just a second, but first just the 24. You also have on both these bags one big front pocket. Okay, now this one is narrower at the bottom than it is at the top. I can just kind of like perfectly fit my Baron Fig notebook right in there, okay? With my Tombow brush pen right inside, so I have everything I need to take all my thoughtful notes when we're traveling. I also got my trail mix in here. Bagworks.co/snacks. And this pocket is just like, as I said, it's smaller at the bottom here. So you can see I can't really close it with my notebook at the bottom, but I can if I move it up. Again, YKK AquaGuard sealed zippers, but this is like it's small, it's like a 3. I don't know, it's small, baby. It's small. Actually, these might not be a YKK. Yeah, it doesn't actually look like these are YKK, but they do have that nice AquaGuard seal. And like I said, it's a small tooth on these. They want to keep that weight down as much as possible. So, you know, you might need to use 2 hands if the bag's really like bulging to get it closed. But that's it. That's basically the only movable piece on this bag. Besides these clips, which are all made from great hardware, right? And the clip up here at the top. The rest is all fabric. This is basically the one moving piece of the bag. So that makes me feel good in terms of the longevity of this sucker. Okay, so double water bottle compartments with clips that cinch things down. Front pocket and then the main capacity, which we've seen before, you access through the top here. Now the good thing about this one is it's totally expandable. I mean, you could fit a lot of stuff in here, which can save your bacon when you're out and about, you know what I mean, doing like travel stuff. Let's check out the little 16-liter, okay? Same thing, double water bottle pockets with cinches. Small front pocket that actually goes all the way down to here, just about perfect width for that Baron Fig notebook that I showed you previously. This just one pocket enables so much, because otherwise you just got this big sack, right? And everything falls to the bottom. You got to have your own pouches now. So you're adding to the weight of your travel bag. You're adding the weight of anything else you bring because you're bringing more stuff. With this one little pocket right here, you can throw your stuff in. You're feeling good. Then we've got the zips here, which you know, pull down our main capacity. And in here I've got a jacket. This is my, by the way, just again, one of my favorite little travel items. This jacket from Western Rise. It's a quilted jacket. It doesn't like fold away into its own pocket or anything like that, but even if it did, I wouldn't do it. I would just shove it into a little bag like this or fold it up. Or what I typically do, I'm wearing it because even when it gets warm, it's still breathable. And then when it gets cold, it's warm enough. I love this thing. I'll put a link to this in the description below, in the YouTube description. Okay, so I got some stuff in there. I got some snacks, bagworks.co/snacks. Little water-filled pouch. Oh, bagworks.co/pouches. Sorry, I'm really fired up. Very simple bag, and you know, just to show you, like there's just nothing to this. Like this is a fart. You're like adding a fart to your bag. It's like the weight of a soul. Do you know what I mean? It's like when a person dies, they like lose like 0.19 kilograms. Or some shit like that. That's the weight of a soul. This is a soul catcher. It's just this like, same, weight of the soul. Okay, so these bags are just extremely functional. Even though they're a little slippery and a little thin, they pack so minimal and they have like some surprising functionality on these things. With the front outer pocket, the the double water bottle pockets, you're welcome, wife. And then the capacity, especially on this roll top where you've got expandable capacity, which comes at the price of basically having to do this every time you access the bag. Is you have to go in through there and do the little roll thing, which when you're traveling, take a seat at the park, you know, get the baguette and the cheese out, maybe a little jam. Fuck it. Did you get a bottle of white wine? Awesome. Let's pour those into little glasses, little paper cups that we stole from a coffee shop, right? And then we've got a little time to, all right, let's open up our bag. Let's get inside. Let's pull out, you know, the pear with the knife that we've got in here to add to the cheese and the bread and the jam. Are you feeling it? Are you feeling the feeling of traveling? Is it happening? Are you a little bit like, okay, huh? That sounds kind of nice. Good news is you can go do that in your hometown too. Yay! Okay, so just extremely functional bags. And then the final bit is this, okay? These are fucking affordable. These are like 50 to 70 bucks or something like that right now. It's really, really affordable. For this kind of minimalness and the functionality, that's pretty killer. So these bags really enable a kind of travel for a lot of us hardcore travelers with the unbelievable minimalization, right? The packability, whether it's into the stuff stack or just lying it on top of the bag. It just takes no space and it adds no weight to the bag. This one by itself is 6 ounces. It's like more, it's like, I've had cookies that weigh more than that. And these bags from Matador, to me, in all the packable bags up to now, they're kind of the most hardcore in the minimalization, the most hardcore in the weather resistance. I like that. This is like a hardcore bag for hardcore travelers. But there are other packable bags, like I mentioned, the Wandrd Veer, which has a little more, it's got a little more weight to it. It's got a little bit of a thicker material, which I tend to like more when I'm actually using it. And it's got inflatable parts. What? And an inflatable camera cube and stuff like that. That's just one of the other bags that I have at bagworks.co/packable. Okay? There's a link to that in the description below. These are the packable bags that I think that you should know about if you're getting serious about one bag travel. Okay? So I've put it all together with my notes on each one of them at bagworks.co/packable. So make sure you check that out and see if you like it. By the way, I don't mean see if you like it. Okay? I mean see if one of those bags is exactly what you need. Because some of us need total minimalization. Some of us need weather resistance. Some of us need, to be able to bring our camera around. We want to be able to do that. Some of us need to have more of just a stylish, regular, urban look. Not so high-tech Elon Musk spacesuit from the future type of vibe, but just a regular kind of, back-to-school look almost, like the Why Not Deploy. Others of us need something that is really weather resistant, going to last a long time. We don't mind spending a little more for it, but it has like the ability to both be a tote bag and a backpack, and it's really water resistant and durable, and we can fit a bunch of capacity, like the 18-liter Denizen from Flowfold, which I think is a really great bag because it takes up a little more space when you lay it in, not that much, but when you get there, it's a really, it's just an actual day bag. It doesn't hang like a packable bag. It just is like, I'm a bag. It happens to be quite packable. Okay, so a lot of bags out there are good for that are not even marketed as packable bags, so you would never know about them, so I add those to the page. Anyways, it's my little gift to humanity. As you know, or I hope you do, I'm never paid by the company to make these reviews. Like this is all my take on this. Okay, my inspiration here is I want to get us buying things that we actually enjoy once we've bought them. Not that experience of you get it, it comes, you get disappointed. And now you're like wondering, you're already like thinking about what's the next bag I should get? What's the other one? All of that comes from not making just informed enough decisions. When we get into video, when you have someone like me who can just walk you through things that you might not walk yourself through when you're thinking about it online, you can absolutely make great decisions. That's why I make these damn videos. Because I'm sick of us just buying shit. I mean, I have a long history of just buying shit that just like, I thought it was gonna change my life and it really didn't. And so these companies don't pay me. In fact, you pay me. If you find something that you like enough to purchase, okay? When you use those links of mine, sometimes, not all of them, there's it's like buying me a beer for saying, hey, thanks for the video. And I appreciate every one of you little stinky, lovely, delicious people. Don't know why I started with stinky, you know? Maybe that was just for you. You should probably shower. So here's to making better purchasing decisions. Okay, here's to making more informed decisions. Our dollar is our vote. We have more power in the purchases and companies than we do. Have you seen that? You know, it's like, I heard someone say this, like, you realize how you can't change anything that the president's about to do, but the CEO of Uber makes one mistake and of half the population of the globe deletes Uber from their phones, and all of a sudden it's like, we need to make some fucking changes. It's power. Facebook runs the world anyways. You have power in how you use that. You have power, right? Your dollar is your vote. Getting into stuff like this or other I don't care if it's this one, any other kinds of products that you really actually end up loving. That will change your life because you need less stuff. Why? Because you're more satisfied. Getting more from less. Goodness gracious. Come on. Come on. Come on, church. Sing it out now. Listen, God, I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for the way that you are healing us, Lord. The way that you're giving us wonderful products like these from Matador, Lord, to keep the water off of our backs and out of our gear, Lord. And I just want to thank you, Lord. I keep going, Lord. Hey, if you're looking for one bag travel recommendations, like what bag should you get? Or daily carry bag recommendations because you want to have a delightful experience with your bag on a daily basis, I don't believe you should settle for any less, right? This is where your money is worth it because you use your bag every day. If you want recommendations on bags like that, all you have to do is go to bagworks.co. And while you're there, get on the damn email list. Why? Because there's never going to be spam, number one. And number two, because I'm the only person who touches it. And number two, I can't help you if you're not on the email list. I cannot help you if I get a company, which I'm thinking of, like I'm planning on putting these kinds of things together. Get a company to go like, hey man, I've got whatever, 10,000 people on the email list. Let's do a flash sale. See how many of these things we can sell for, you know, whatever, $39 when you're overstocked or something. Big discounts and shit like that. Look, come on, I can't help you. I can't help you. Help me help you. Get on the email list. You might like it. We'll see. All right, team, that's been this bag, this day. How's it going? How's your life? How you feeling? Huh? You know, I'm about to travel. I like getting people to travel. Rick Steve's one of my heroes. I didn't know that until recently. Number one, he's a cannabis activist. Number two, he spent the last like 40 years just trying to get Americans to get out to Europe. That's his whole thing. Just get you to Europe. You'll do the rest, right? Because travel can really, it just kind of peels back some of the crust. It just kind of knocks off some of the barnacles from your prefrontal cortex. Okay, helps you see a little bit of perspective on the world and on your life. Okay, that's a big deal. You can get a little perspective on your life. You know, people in marriages know what I'm talking about. You know, when it's like, it's like you're in a rut. Both of you are just in a rut. It's kind of thing. It's like, where's the happiness in this relationship? Perspective. Fresh air comes through, blows through there, and now all of a sudden there's some newness, right? He will make all things new, as it says in the biblioteca, which is Spanish for library. That's like two Christian, that's two Christian things. I used to be a hardcore Christian, now Jesus and I are seeing other people. We can talk about that another time. That's it for me. Get on the email list at bagworks.co. If you love these bags, purchase through my links if you can. I'll always appreciate that. Otherwise, no worries at all. Love making these videos. Love every one of you who's paying attention to this. Please subscribe to the channel because I'm so interested in us making better purchasing decisions. I just think we can do it. Even though I'm focusing mostly on bags right now, I'd like to branch out to more. Love you. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.
Bagworks.co, chasereeves.net.
Those are the websites.
I guess those are the websites. Yeah, he's wanting us to, I guess, go check out what he's up to or something like that. Yeah, looks nice.